Hey Aquarius, how are you doing? This reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Aquarians? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Page of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What's coming towards you? The Nine of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What you are focused on is the Eight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And your blockage is the Five of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And your outcome is the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, Aquarius. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, yes, could be an apology, a gift, a surprise. This can also be something about trusting your intuition, because what's coming towards you is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is thinking and stressing. This can also be something about sleepless nights and worrying about worst case scenario when worst case scenario never happens. And this is a need for you to place your thoughts to bed. So there's something about not all the thoughts that you think are real, and there's something about developing your intuition. Or there could be something that you're working on. Now, this could be some kind of secret development that you are working on, because in your focus is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Eight of Pentacles could be, yeah, maybe you're writing a children's book, or there's something that you are booking. Whatever this booking is. You could be booking some kind of show, or there's something about booking. This could actually be accounting and bookkeeping. What is this Page of Cups? And the Lovers. Major Arcana 4, Gemini. Well, the Lovers is about a change in heart, a change in structure, a change in union. I'm also getting something about a child. Something about you focusing on inner child. This is about you looking in the mirror. Looking in the mirror. And being okay with the reflection that you see back. I'm also getting something of a situation where there is an element of you looking in the mirror and you keep feeling quite youthful. So this could be like hydrating your body more. Means you feel more youthful. But with the Lovers, there also could be like strong intuition, or you do have a situation where telepathic communication between you and a child. So let's just say that you think about your child and then 5 seconds later, your child calls you. Nine of Swords can also be a situation where there is anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, frustration, worst case scenario of if I change course or if I release and let go, right? Because the Lovers is always about change and union. What if I'm on my own? Because this is the scarcity, right? This is also codependency, abandonment issues. Somebody also could be struggling with like mental health, ill health, something that's burning you out. And it might just be a thought. Mind over matter. Something about your intuition. What is this Nine of Swords? And Temperance. Major Arcana 4, Sagittarius. Well, Temperance is about being divinely guided on your journey. There is also about compromise and harmony. So coming back into your body. Nine of Swords can also be migraine and migraine headaches. So maybe this is about too much on the computer or too much on looking at some kind of books. Bookkeeping. I'm also getting keeping score. Constantly looking at blue mirror. So with the Temperance, you are guided on your journey. It is also you are protected. But you need to protect your mind from these racing thoughts or somebody around you. Something about getting more rest, getting more sleep. Temperance is always about doing things within balance and moderation, not overstressing yourself, not overextending yourself, and just be in your body. Emotionally, how are you feeling emotionally with the circumstance or situation? Well, the Lovers card is about truth, authenticity, and conversations. So opening up to conversations that you are shy to vocalize. That Temperance is also about looking at physical. Maybe you need to burn off some kind of physical steam or get out and get some exercise, physical exercise. Are you physically hydrating your body, protecting your mental capacity as well? Because there's something about half, like something here's cut in half. And the Knight of Swords. Taking aggressive action when it comes towards some kind of Eight of Pentacles, because Eight of Pentacles is about paying attention to the detail and putting in the quality. But Knight of Swords is trying to push and force some kind of situation at work to the point where you might be actually doing yourself a disservice of burning yourself out. This is heat stroke, hot. Knight of Swords can also be something about rushing and trying to get through things. Rushing in work. Feeling some kind of urgency as well. What is this Five of Pentacles in your blockage? And the Knight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Well, let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. The Knight of Pentacles is about crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and being very thorough. It is also a card of the all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So there is something about trying to get through work quickly, or something about pushing and forcing some kind of work element, like pushing yourself to the limits to the point where you could actually create more stagnancy, especially when it comes to perfectionism. Perfectionism is getting in the way of something you want here, of what you truly want. Because the Ace of Swords is clarity and truth. But it's really hard to have a lot of clarity and truth when you're in burnout mode. This can also be an element of a person around you that is way too cautious to get out of their comfort zone. So codependency is really high here. So either this person is really codependent and reliant on you, or you're really codependent and reliant on this person. But when I get the Knight of Pentacles in the blocked and challenged position, this is not your right-hand man, not your right-hand woman. This person can also be an energetic leech, or the loyalty is not here. So something you might be very loyal to, or something that has been burning the candles at both ends, is not loyal back to you. So again, there's a change in heart here with the Lovers, and there's some kind of like strong intuition, or like a strong look in the mirror, like taking a look at the mirror and accepting yourself more and more, the inner child. So this Ace of Swords is your outcome, which is cutting your own deceptive behavior or those around you. Knight of Pentacles is also somebody who is lazy, or something very superficial. So there could be something that you're being a little bit hypercritical towards yourself. It's superficial. And the Three of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the truth is, you need to get out and socialize more. Because there's something about like feeling really determined and hungry for some kind of work. But I'm getting an element of if you just get out there and go play, especially with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is very playful and something new. This can also be getting a new fur baby. They're very therapeutic. They also get you outside physically. So then you're physically moving your body and you're burning off this Nine of Swords, which is thinking and stressing and thinking, or let's just say that your mind's really active at night. That needs to be burnt off. You need to I don't know, take a walk around the block here. With this Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups. So this could be cutting away or a needing to go towards. This is about catching your lucky break, break free, or taking also your breaks at work. Take a break and get off the computer system. Take a break and go do something else. Something here might be one-sided too heavy, which is tanking you in your other areas of life. So this Three of Cups is also a social invitation, a gift, a surprise. Somebody also might be having a baby around you. This is a birth announcement or some kind of celebration and you're being invited. This Three of Cups is also about social. So you're only as good as the 5 people you surround yourself with. So who are these 5 people? Who's this Page of Cups and the Lovers? Because you already know you don't have somebody who is by your side. This person is more superficial or focused on money. Money matters to this person. Work matters to this person more. Even if they're burnt out than an actual social gathering or something here. Yeah, and Judgment. Judgment is about surrender and release and let go of the grip. It is also about releasing and letting go of some kind of union. Now, this could be a man-child, woman-child, especially with the Page of Cups. This could be somebody who is gullible, naive, but also immature, emotionally immature. Maybe you have been very emotionally immature. And there's something about being more work-focused and being more practical. It's like fearing of a coming together. I'm afraid to compromise a circumstance or a situation because in the past, somebody here was not loyal to me. So you could also be, what's that word? Not trusting new social invitations or not trusting new people. Judgment is also release and let go of the pressure. Be more kind and soft and gentle with yourself. Something about softening yourself or softening some kind of blow as well. Change in heart. What is this Nine of Swords and Temperance? Healing from this Nine of Swords. Whatever this Nine of Swords is for you. So I'm getting something about the hydrating of the body. And the Star. The Star is about hope, faith, renewal. And to release and let go as much as you can about the worst case scenario. Because somebody here is really in a place of thinking worst case scenario of whatever kind of worst case scenario. But really, hope is always there. This is also a level of vulnerability and it's almost making you like sweat. And the reason why that those nerves come up because it's uncomfortable because you're doing something differently. And when we do something differently, right, it's really uncomfortable because people can see us. Also, people can judge us and you feel vulnerable. But vulnerability is the bridge to what you want. So if this is something I want to go out and date and have fun and let loose, you need to own it. So something about here, the vulnerability here, surrender the worst case scenario and come into your body. This is also mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually really grounding your energy so that you feel balanced and in harmony. Hope, faith, renewal, being in the spotlight. So there's something about being shy to be in the spotlight or being shy of somebody giving you a compliment. There's something about like sweating, like you just sweat, like something about sweat. Those are your nerves, right? So what is this Eight of Pentacles? Could be dealing with a Capricorn, or sorry, Taurus, Gemini, a Virgo, and the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is about kindness, compassion, being very practical. There's something also about graciousness, beauty. Something that you're working on. Good parent, a good partner. an offering coming in that's catching you off guard or by surprise, and something about this work. This can also be an increase in your finances or something about the abundance. There's something about intense pressure to commit to some kind of work element, like commit to a practice. What is this Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles? So like I was saying, usually the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's made a really good investment, or it's a good investment for you. But when it's in the blockage or when it's in the release and let go, somebody here made a shit investment, okay? They made a crap call. This person also was hyper fixated on perfectionism to the point where they were so afraid of getting out of their comfort zone, which left them even more stagnation or more codependency. This is also somebody who is not loyal, not diligent. This person also could be very lazy worker, right? But I feel like they might just have something going on, right? And the Hermit. Major Arcana 4, Virgo. Okay, so the Hermit in the upright is about shining your big bright light into dark spaces. These are the spaces or these dark elements of us that we don't want anybody to see because we deem them as ugly. So there is an element as well of this Five of Pentacles of somebody really hiding their true self. This is also hiding in the dark, right? This is skeletons in the closet, or a very withdrawn energy. But there's still a withdrawn energy and a level of codependency or perfectionism. This is usually a person who has and is packed with a lot of knowledge and wisdom. But because of that Five of Pentacles standing in their way, they don't do it. Whether it's you or another person, okay? The Hermit I always get in the blockage as well is somebody who is hiding. Now this could be a person who is hermiting out. This person also isolates themselves. You could be also in hermit mode and isolating yourself. This person might also use phrases of, well, I can't do it because I have, anxiety. Because a lot of people like to be sick, okay? Because then they have an excuse that they don't have to take responsibility or accountability, right? So that's why I said this is not a good investment of either dimming your light or something here with this Hermit of too much isolation. Too much isolation is actually making you more codependent on something perfect. I need this to go perfect. Something here has to be perfect. But then it's also stagnating your growth because you're like, what if it doesn't work out? That Nine of Swords. It's like, be hopeful for the future and socialize. There also could be like you need to banter or throw some ideas at friends. This can also be cutting out any kind of third party dynamic. You have 1, 2, possibly 3 people that are absolutely loyal to you. This other person has also made a really crap investment and they're embarrassed by it, okay? That's why they're hiding from you. But if you've isolated yourself too much and you've been in the home too much, you need to get out. Because yeah, it's making you sick. Isolating yourself is actually depleting you rather than giving you energy. And you have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is emotionally withdrawn, and here, this is about not putting up with any kind of garbage or BS. Whether it's your own deceptive behavior, self-sabotaging behavior, yes, we can do it. We can get in ruts. We can get into, stinking thinking. What is this Ace of Swords and the Three of Cups? I'm getting something about like a view. This could be you going somewhere with friends that have a really great view. So whatever that great view is, could be a great view of the water, could be a great view where you can people watch. And the 8 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So something here about full cycle, full circle. With the moon card, or sorry, with the moon there, this is not your first rodeo. So I'm also getting a situation where it's like, don't mix work and pleasure. It's a need for you to detach, emotionally detach from a person, place, or a situation. I'm also getting something about maybe this person is a closet partier, right? They make bad investments. They make bad choices. They don't want you to see. That's why they're like, oh, I've got a migraine. And it's like, well, maybe you wouldn't be so dehydrated if you weren't drinking and boozing all night. And you don't have to cuss this person out. It's also somebody who's in the dark because they're in the dark of their identity. They're embarrassed of what their identity is. They're afraid of what maybe you would think or maybe what their peers would think. And this could actually be a child because you do have the Page of Cups around you. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Rainbow blessings. So what's at the end of the rainbow? A pot of gold. So there's something about deeming the worst or getting something better with work. Moving away from anything about a third party. Whatever third party means to you. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Uncovering. Beneath the surface. So that's the Hermit. Deep introspection. This could also be deep introspection on your own Five of Pentacles. You can read about the Five of Pentacles. I don't feel like I have to tell you what it means. And then read about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and you would understand what this means. Begin now. Take your first step. Oh, I'm afraid. I don't know if I can go on this journey alone. And see how you're just like, okay, well, bye. Kick you out the door. You can just go down the path. Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Watching clouds. Healing. Being mindful, releasing emotional baggage, clearing space. So making room for this rainbow blessing, making room for the new. So especially with the lovers, it's a change in heart, a change in union, a change in what you thought you wanted versus what you want. Also, there is something about secret social or somebody who you like to socialize. This one or two people. Father figure. Makes a great dad, divine masculine, strong and protective. Well, you do have the King of Pentacles, which is somebody who is, you know, a good person, a good parent, a good partner. Ascension, resolving the past, overcoming emotional blocks and spiritual relationship. Love potion, irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow, letting your heart lead. So this is about, again, leading with your heart. Not all the thoughts that you think are actually real. Some of those are just nightmare of thinking worst case scenario. And letting your heart lead. Flowers, happiness. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Going towards more better social opportunities or putting yourself out there. This could also be putting yourself out there on social media. And you've been being like, oh, you know, I've got to have this show perfect or else I can't put it out there because, you know, what if people laugh at me? People are going to judge you whether you're doing bad or good here, Aquarius. So you might as well just be doing good for yourself. People are always going to be judgy. Ring. And marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Could be both. I feel like you could be meeting, like, through socializing with a work colleague could help you, get you out of some kind of hermiting mode here as well. Rose. Romance is in the air. Vase vase, a secret admirer. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That's all you need to know. It's in the blockage. Wreath, sorrow over a loss, and somebody is extremely stubborn and not willing to change. So here you've got a donkey here. This person's being an ass. Jackass, right? Bag, something important such as a new job and or a raise. And then you do have younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. But then it says danger, especially in money matters. So maybe you don't know fully about what this child is going through. I'm feeling like this could be a child, like a younger man. This person is trying to hide their codependency or something about how superficial they are. So they're so superficial and so shallow that they create more stagnancy rather than connections in their life. Aquarius, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.